Welcome to Chenaris, my lords. This is Bandit School Part 7, and we're picking up the action right where we left off in the previous part. Now, for those of you that are kind of new to my channel, please keep in mind that all these videos are connected. This is one life. This is not many lives and me just editing that out and making it look like I'm in the same spot and I've just found some crazy gun and like 100 cars. No, this is just like one life. Me throughout Chenaris, one bandit to rule them all, Sauron and stuff. Yeah, that's me. First and foremost, thank you very much for reaching 3,000 likes on the previous videos. I really think that's really cool. And it just got to show that you guys really enjoy these videos. So, time for me to deliver on my end and deliver another video. But I do have a little incentive for you. Now, if we reach 4,000 likes on this one, I shall be giving out a gaming mouse, which is a gaming mouse from Rocat. It's called the Savu. If we reach 5,000 likes, I will give another Savu away. If we reach 6,000 likes, I will give a Rocat Cone Pure orange cool whatever mouse out. If we reach 8,000, well, you get the, yeah, there's no point in me doing that. You get it. You get what I mean, right? So, yeah. Time to return back to Chenaris. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, these are connected, all in one life. There's no funky edits here. Now, luckily for me, he just reloaded that one time, and I'm missing like a boss here because I'm only having like about 18 frames. But this is me crashing a heli into that tower and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't really do you any good. But since there was a fresh restart just then, it should have improved on the frames, but sometimes there's lag spikes, so there's not really a lot you can do about them. You just lose a lot of frames. So looks like somebody's in there. Hello, young squire. Yes, you are down, young squire. Thank you. You tiger. You beast. There's another young... Oh, snap. Look at that. What the hell? Come on, boys. Let me be. Look in that... Yep. Did you just see him there? You have to pause it to see him. But there is another dude in there. Looks like they were partnering up. So it's a bandit with somebody wanting to become a bandit. Well, young man, I believe you didn't choose your mentor properly. There is only one Lord of the Rings, and he does not share power. And you shall learn from this. Wait. Yes. What you doing in there? You think hiding just behind that little hospital will save you? No. Not from the Russian bandito. That will not save you. So, taking him down, time to get back to my ride. Well, actually, bandage first, because it looks like I'm in a bad way. And the one thing I don't have, I mean, I got everything I need, but the one thing I don't have is a hatchet and a knife, so I can actually do a bit of hunting. Remember old Crocodile Dundee? Knife? That's not a knife. That's a fucking knife, mate. Yeah. So, I need to get me a knife and get me an axe or a hatchet, so I can do some wood chopping. So it'll be the Russian wood logger or some shit, or yeah, the whatever. I just need one of them checkered coats, and I'm set. I'm good to go. So yeah, got back in my ride, went all the way to the airfield, found some dudes here taking some flying lessons. I believe I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. So hey, why not join in the fun? Eh? That's the whole point of getting up to the airfield. You've struggled a bit. Somebody didn't fare too well just then. You could see he's crashed. But I suppose I could do a little bit better. I can just fly a little bit better than these dudes. Like, look, he's flying right nice and low. I believe I can just simply take off, and I can sort that out. Looks like there's a heli joining us. I mean, that's what, the MI7, or is that what it's called? It's all the fun's at the airfield, man. That's it. We're just gonna get airborne. We'll have a little race. It's gonna be cool, dude. It's like, this is what you do in Chenaris. I mean, why shoot people? You know, like, why? It makes no sense. They should be shooting people. You should just be flying around, having like air races and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. That's what I'm planning to do. I'm just gonna go up next to that guy and say, yeah, let's do it, man. You and me. Yeah, we're doing it, right? Not, yeah, we'll see. So, how you doing? While I'm actually getting some speed, I'll tell you a little joke. Well, it's not a joke, it's actually a poem I wrote, and I'm just hoping that it's gonna kick off. I dig, you dig, she digs, they dig, we all dig. Well, you get the idea, we all dig. we're digging. It's not the best of the poems out there, but it's very deep. Yeah, I was kind of just waiting for you to stop laughing so I can continue. Yeah, that's a good poem, right? It's, yeah. There we go, I'm finally airborne, finally got some speed. There's my quarry, that's my friend there, actually, my wingman. Is what was it called in Top Gun? Iceman and, I don't know, some other dude. Iceman and Tom Cruise? I don't know, it's been a long few years since I watched that, but since I'm the wingman, I'm the Iceman, I could try something. Oh, there we go. No, now how the hell did my thing blow up and it didn't? His didn't. That doesn't make any sense. He should have at least crashed. But it looks like I'm in no luck that time. At least I'm not bleeding. I'm still low on blood. I still haven't found that knife. I ain't found no knife, mate. And no hatchet yet. I mean, how many times has it gone to the purpose? Yeah, I don't have a hatchet. The hatchet is one of the easiest things that you can find around. No luck for me this time, apparently. Looks like it does have a gunner, and I'm just waiting to see if he's going to stop and hover. Usually, if somebody drops out of an aircraft, you'll wait around. You'll see when he wakes up, and you pick up an easy kill. That's what the old banditos in this map do. They always ran around in pairs of 2s and 3s, and have a couple of gunners and chief or whatever. But no luck for me that time, unfortunately, so time for me to head in the fire station. Hopefully I'll score a couple of DMR mags, since I do have 7. But like I said earlier on, since I don't have the backpack, there's not much I can do about that. So I'm not really sure how many bullets are left in each of the magazines. So hopefully I can find a couple more in here, and that'd be quite nice. That would be quite nice. Oh, looks like somebody's taking off. Or not, a bit of lag, but yes, there you go, beautiful. You've been knocked out there, my good man, and killed. And the little bird crashed on top of you. That is excellent. Time for me to get back down and collect my prize. Now, as it happens, the guy kind of disconnected, if you see what I mean. But if you paid attention a little bit, there's another bandito just there lying down. Now, like I said, if you paid attention a little bit earlier on, you would have seen him. Now, he does have a DMR as well. I'm just checking, just making sure there was a lot of planes and stuff like that hovering around here. Just making sure that nobody's actually dropped down and parachuted down behind the enemy lines. And he's going to mow me down and shoot me in the back. Now, you can see most of my magazines are not really full. I'm kind of struggling for a drink and some... I need my beans, man. I need some beans, so I'm going to go ahead and have a drink, have some food. Any food that I can take, it's good enough now. It's going to give me a couple of 100 blood, and I'm happy. I'll take his pack, and I'll do some trickery with my magazines. But for now, time for me to regroup, time for me to go and find a heli, do some other things. As you can see, I didn't really get very far. I found a helicopter just on the other side of the airfield. I see somebody taking off. It'd be him and his friend. Basically, I took off for about, I don't know, about a minute, and I had to turn around because I spotted somebody coming around the airfield. So, yeah, I can't really miss off a chance of making a new friend. Like, yeah, you know, in the previous episode, some dude said, "Hey, man, how the fuck are you going to make any friends if you blow him up?" Well, I don't want to blow him up, bruv. I'm like, I want to make friends, but I don't trust people. So, like, you have to show me that you're willing to be my friend. You see what I mean? So, I'm not really a bandit. I'm a bandit because of circumstances. That's why I'm a bandito. You see? So, yeah, I'm just a nice dude all the way around and stuff. Like, look, he's taking off. What's wrong with that, eh? Now, as it happens, I do have some stats about the old chopper and the AN2. Now, the AN2 could do about 220, while my chopper could do easily 350. Now, I need to let him take off and get a bit of speed, get a bit of momentum going. Eventually, he will have to climb up to get some height, and then as he's losing speed, he will point his aircraft down again. That is when I shall make a friend. Actually, there's 2 of them in there, but you'll see that in a second. There you go, boys. That's it. You took it off. I do have a bit more speed than you. There you go. Nice and steady. Take it up. Take it nice and a nice little turn just over there. Time for me to have a little break. There you go. And yes, just happened. Time for me to bail. Now, you know I've said this before. Both of them got killed, unfortunately. I'm a bad pilot, I know, shit. Now, you know I've always told you about stay in the chopper. That's when you crash. If you're like in mid-air and stuff like that. Even so, try and get out if you can, if you're like really high up. If you're further down, that's not a problem. Stay in, you'll see that later on. But looks like I did manage to get them 2 dudes killed. I didn't really want to. I was just going to, yeah, do something with the plane and jet, and it would have been cool. Biplane. It didn't work, unfortunately. So, yeah. Time for me to actually need more blood now, and more hatchets and more knives. And, yeah, mate. Yeah, it's tricky, eh? Oh, here we go. He's a bit pissed off there. You fucker at that airfield. What's that problem? I know I killed you and your buddy. That's because... Who's bad? I'm bad, motherfucker. Who bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad, motherfucker. That's right. Alright, so finally managed to get myself a chopper. Time for me to murder some cows, get some meat back. It's been a while since I've seen colour. All this Chanara stuff, it's just black and white for me. That's just because I just could not, and I'm not kidding. I've looked everywhere, dude. I just could not find a knife or a hatchet. That's just unreal. I mean, and I'm not kidding when I'm saying... It took me about half an hour finding that. And I've landed in a couple of places, looked around, eventually managed to score one in the supermarket. Like, I went all over the place. I couldn't find any. There was like no bodies around, no people to shoot. Like, what? I need my meat, man. I need some steaks. I want to just have a barbecue, and just once I finish that meat, you'll see I'll do a little, like, you have to work out in the wild. Because, I mean, if you don't work out and you don't keep up with the Benjamins, then yeah, you need to do that. So you can see I got myself some steaks. Time to eat them all. I've put my magazines in the chopper. There we go, nice and sweet there. I'm all set now. I'm all good to go. Time to actually let that meat do his magic. You can see you have your little thing there going up. You're actually getting some blood. Just looking around, look at that. That's actually called green. I'm still surprised to see it, but as I said earlier on, I'm just having a little workout. It's only going to take like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Like, I'm just working off the calories of that meat. I don't want to be a fat bandit. You see what I mean? So, like, yeah, just a bit of hand movement and doing some push-ups and whatever I can. Like, yeah, look at that. Just chilling. Yeah, it's cool, dude. You should be doing that. Like, once you have some meat, whoa, snaps, I'm bad. I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad, mother. Look at that. Shit, son. Shit just got real. Look at that. That meat's working out. Like, calories, none. I've worked it out. I ain't gonna be no fat bandit. Boom. Time to roll. Time to roll and actually get me a pack. And actually, I'm gonna go around and see if there's anything around, because most of these donors, let's just call them that, they do spawn with DMRs and tents and whatever, and as you can see, they do have a few tents parked somewhere. Now this will do quite nicely for me. This is some crap that I had in my heli, just a couple of drinks and some beans. But when finding a large camp, my advice is do not destroy the camp. That's the way I go for it. Unless you want to put up a message on that server, this is my server, don't set up shop here because you will get killed or you'll get your camp destroyed or whatever. But if you plan to play incognito in there, then and only then take out small amounts of gear. Always think of this camp as your own camp, because you can always come back and loot the camp. Even though you found the camp and it belongs to somebody else, you always have the element of surprise on the guys that own the camp. So when you come here, you already know to expect somebody to be here, but they never expect to be anybody around here because they think nobody's found it. And don't be greedy. Take out little amounts of stuff all the time. Don't go and loot everything and destroy the tents and all that sort of stuff. Take little bits and you should be quite happy. Now, as you can see there, I found me this is called a Jilly Sweet. I had a friend I was new in DayZ. He said, hey man, I need Jilly Sweet. You take Jilly Sweet, eh? having a ghillie suit and a DMR and I'm banditing, that's unfair, dude. So, yeah, I'm going to actually take a tent and make a little tent of my own because I do have a plan for later on. But, yeah, that's my advice. Just take small amounts of gear, like one grenade, one ghillie suit, just stuff like that. Don't go ahead and just completely loot up because they will know and they will move the camp. So keep that in mind when you find large camps. And being that it's a couple of dudes that probably have this camp, then they're going to be like, I've put some stuff in there, and by the next day they'll forgotten what they've put into any of them because they just keep on adding stuff to it. And there's a couple of tents that sort of empty-ish, so they'll not know exactly how it is because they're not actually set up correctly. So you could see there's not a tent with just guns or just ammo or just meds or just food. There's just shit all over the place, and that can actually work in your own favor because they don't have a system, so you're good to go. As you can see, there's plenty of DMRs, and I'm presuming it's one of the donors. I mean, look, somebody's put a DMR in there and he just fell off out of the tent. That's what happens. If the tent's full, the gun will just drop next to the tent or somewhere in the surrounding area anyway. So as you can see, I'm not taking that much gear. I already had my DMR. I had all the the only thing I took is ghillie suit, tent, and just meat. That's pretty much all I need because I know I can always rely on this, and I'll come back and take what I need later on. Now, obviously, you're thinking, well, why don't you just destroy it? Why leave it? Because you can rely on it. It's just that simple. Why would I bother to go in the airfield and loot for 10 minutes while some dude's shooting me in the back? Well, I can just go back to the camp. Duh. Yeah, man. Bandit school, yeah. Alright, so this be my little camp. As you can see, I've made a trip or two there. I just have a couple of things. Actually, I stopped and I found a heli crash along the way. I found like some DMR mags and a camo and some stuff like that. Didn't really find that much. As you can see, I don't really have that much gear in it. It's just my own personal gear. And since I feel that it's unfair for me to play with the ghillie suit and my DMR, because that's what I normally play in my regular DayZ, I shall put that away and I shall just give it to somebody. Because it's, yeah, that's the way to do it, right? I mean, like, why would I just hoard all this stuff? That's a good thing about what I like about the server is that you cannot hoard vehicles. Your vehicles and air vehicles, your helis and your planes, everything despawns at restart and spawns back in original place. So I really, really like that feature about that server. And it's something that I really, really appreciate when the admins do that because you can always rely on the spawns. So if you found a spawn with a chopper spawning like in the middle of nowhere, always remember to go back to that spot if you're disconnecting. Because even though your chopper might have been gone, it will respawn there eventually again when the restart comes. Now, as I headed down the coast, there's some dude that was shooting at me, obviously, because that's what you do. You shoot at people, right, in Chernarus. Now, I'm going to do the sensible thing here and just go, hey, man, hey, buddy, there's no need to shoot at me. You want to be my gunner? We could team up. We'll be like A-team. I'll be Mr. T. You could be Face or somebody like, hey, fool, I ain't getting no plane, sucker, fool. Get in the plane, man. So there you go, look, we got in the plane, I picked him up, we're heading out towards Balota Airfield. I might have mentioned, bruv, I do have a camp up north. I mean, you can read that on the chat, on the screen yourself. I do have a camp with like ghillies and DMRs and snipers, and I've got all that good stuff, man. Do you want some? Like, yeah, why not? You know, don't say I'm not trying. Look, I'm giving it to him, I have a axe. So, yeah, some live comm here for you, because, yeah, that helps. You take everything you need, man. Me and you, we'd team up with buddies. We'd be the best in Chernarus, man. There'd be no stopping us. You and me, buddy. You and me, man. Oh, snap. You didn't think I'd just give you my fucking shit. Aww. Well, I believe the live commentary provided you with the right situation there. Now I shall go ahead and loot up. It's my loot. Why are you taking my loot, bruv? Like, why? Why are you taking my loot? There's just no need for that, man. I mean, look, you got my Alice pack, you got my toolbox, you got all my shit. I want that bag, man. And actually got me an M9 out of it because I was kind of low on my my sidearm and I need some of that. Now, since he's going to be busy trying to get back here, time for me to move the camp, and then when he comes back, snap, son, there's no camp here. Well, no matter, you spent about an hour walking backwards and forwards trying to find the camp, and then, surprise, motherfucker, there's no camp there. But, oh well, that's the way the Bandito rolls. It's just me taking the camp somewhere else. It's used this purpose, moving it now. And as you can see, because I'm not dead, I do have the ability to move the tent. Now, I have returned. This is, well, day 6 or whatever it is. I'm still going. I've done one little thing here. I've changed my name, and I want to see this. Private Bandit School. Now, I want to see you guys play as Bandit Schools. Change your name to Bandit School, and you may actually run into me. Well, you will run into me, but probably is going to be a few more people having the same name. So it's going to be a bit tricky, but that is the challenge. Now, we have returned to Balota. Again, me just with my axe, because that's how I roll. And obviously, we started here. We're going to finish it here. Mr. Pay to Win here started shooting at me, because that's what he does. He chills on top of that little mountain. Not mountain, tower. Check this out. Mother, yeah, that's right. So there you go, I'm back in business again. I'm gonna go ahead and take his shit. It's just that simple. See, that's how you loot, man. There's no need for you to actually do any of that looting. There you go, I got plenty of meat on me. Since I took all that meat with me, I'll be back to colored again. I can see green, I can see the grass and all that sort of good stuff. Yeah, I like that. But not only that I'm going to take all your loot, I'm going to have a little Z-bag. We've not had a Z-bag in a while, and you know it's coming, right? We've not had one in a while. If you don't know what a Z-bag is, you'll see in a second, and I believe you'll find out what a Z-bag is. But it looks like he's got a couple of things on him. M9s. I mean, I left the pistol back at camp and get a couple of drinks and some other stuff. Like, he's got a full toolbox. He's got a coyote backpack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't spawn with that, and you have not found that either in that little tower. That is what is called a Z-bag. Yes, you've just seen it just that one time. I know it's not the most beautiful of the Z-bags, but yes, that's what it is. So it looks like a valet is bringing the ride to me. Well, thank you very much, young squire. That will do. Let the cart have a mind of its own. So this is the moving getaway that I'm just doing here. That's it. Bam. I'm gone. Thank you very much, valet. I appreciate that, man. You're bringing the ride to me. Yeah, sweet, bruv. Sweet. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you think about it by posting a comment. I really just hope you had a laugh and you had a bit of fun, because if you ain't having a laugh, then you're doing it wrong. That's the way I look at it. So hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to win the mouse if you want to. If not, then whatever. And I shall be seeing you in the next one. Out.